turn the camera out. In fact, the Prime Minister. Yes.
All right, those are the live visuals on your screen, and Prime Minister Modi there just going to cast his vote any time from now, and those are the live visuals of the Prime Minister that we are getting to you from Ahmedabad, and you can see the Prime Minister waving at the crowds gathered in large numbers there in Ahmedabad.
And in fact, several of this has been completely automatic and quite spontaneous. The manner in which the Prime Minister has in fact landed over here is in fact meeting the people even as he walks towards the polling booth, and in fact is here greeting them in large numbers. Now people have been coming here in maximum numbers over the last several hours. They have in fact come here, several citizens saying they've been come here just to get a glimpse of him, and he's of course a much larger than life figure for the citizens of Ahmedabad. Perhaps no surprises there that we're seeing the Prime Minister come in and in fact receiving this very grand welcome from people in the Ranip area, where he is in fact going to be coming in and casting his vote just as any common citizen is here. His vote is very much here in Ahmedabad. His massive security deployment and detail put in place as far as the Prime Minister's arrival here is concerned. Following this, he's expected to meet with his family members, but just like the kind of response we've seen as far as the road shows, the rallies, the campaigns that the Prime Minister has had over the past several weeks here in Ahmedabad and in different parts in Gujarat, similar like we are seeing now, spontaneous Modi chants in fact going off behind me as in fact the citizens go on chanting these slogans as far as the Prime Minister to welcome him here at the Ranip constituency is concerned. So that's as far as the situation on ground is concerned. The Prime Minister arriving, he's greeting people with his hands raised, and in fact receiving a huge welcome from citizens, and in fact the crowds delirious welcoming the Prime Minister, extremely inspired to see the Prime Minister over here greeting him as he makes his way walking towards the polling booth where he's going to be casting his vote like a common citizen. Maximum security deployment has been put in place. He's being greeted by, in fact, local workers of the BJP about 100 meters away from the booth, and in fact meeting them, being greeted by them as he makes his way. The candidate, of course, over here, who is Archad Bhai, has in fact just greeted him as a new candidate. In fact, greeting the citizens as he walks in towards that particular polling booth. So the Prime Minister arriving to cast his vote. His vote, of course, is not just the fact that he has come in over here to cast his ballot, but of course his presence over here itself is something that makes a huge difference in terms of the voters of Ahmedabad. And in fact, that's perhaps what we are seeing in terms of the enthusiasm of voters over here. Not just the fact that he is the leader of any one political party, but he is the Prime Minister and he is a local leader. Both of these things, really add to his presence over here in terms of the charisma that he enjoys as far as the citizens of Ahmedabad and the citizens of Gujarat is concerned. So for the people over here, a big thing to see the Prime Minister over here on ground. अभी अपने प्रधानमंत्री को देखा, कैसा लग रहा है आपको? पहले भी देखा इस तरह आपने?
यस सर, काफी बार देखा है, यहीं आते हर बार, बहुत बार देखा है सर।
अच्छा, आप यहीं के रहने वाले हैं?
यहीं के रहने वाले हैं।
क्या कहेंगे, क्या उनका यहाँ पे आना, उनका प्रेजेंस कुछ फर्क पड़ेगा यहाँ के लोगों के लिए?
100% सर, उनका यहाँ पे बीजेपी का तो कोई नहीं तोड़ सकता सर वोट।
हाँ, क्या कहेंगे, कैसे लग रहा है आपको अभी?
मैं राजस्थान से आया हूँ, यहीं पास में मेरा मकान है, मोदी जी को देखने ही आया हूँ। मोदी जी की चारों तरफ धूम है यहाँ पे। अब राजस्थान में भी देखिए, हमारे बीकानेर जिले में बिहारी लाल बिश्नोई है बीजेपी का नेता, उसकी भी बहुत भारी धूम है। वो भी एकदम हमारा समझ लो राजस्थान का, बीकानेर का, वो एक तरह का मोदी ही है।
आपसे पूछना चाहेंगे, प्रधानमंत्री के लिए इतना क्रेज है, इतने लोग काफी घंटों से खड़े, ऐसा क्यों है?
सर, मैं राजस्थान जयपुर से हूँ। यहाँ पे मैं पिछले 1.5 घंटे से खड़ा हुआ हूँ सिर्फ मोदी जी को देखने के लिए, और मैं पिछले 4 महीने से गुजरात में हूँ। आप अगर 4 महीने गुजरात में रुकोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि मोदी जी का और बीजेपी का क्रेज क्यों है यहाँ पे।
ऐसा क्यों है, आप बताइए।
सर, यहाँ पे विकास विकास विकास, सिर्फ एक ही चीज है यहाँ पे, ना कोई क्राइम है, ना मुझे कुछ भी नहीं दिखता, सिर्फ विकास दिखता है सर यहाँ पे।
तो अभी आपने देखा मोदी जी को?
मोदी जी को देखा सर, बहुत अच्छा लगा, धन्य हो गए सर आज।
लेट्स स्पीक टू सब। और आप जो 2 घंटे से 1 घंटे से खड़े हैं यहाँ पे, आपने फाइनली मोदी जी को देखा, तो कैसा महसूस कर रहे हैं?
बहुत अच्छा लगा। बहुत अच्छा लगा।
देखा
आपने मोदी जी को देखा? हाँ, वो मोदी दादा बोल रही है।
कैसा लगा आपको?
कैसा लगा?
अच्छा लगा. Okay. So this is in fact the kind of responses, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement to just see the Prime Minister in the flesh over here. Even as he's just coming to cast his vote, he's not here for any kind of campaign. He's just come here as a common citizen to go and enter that particular polling booth and cast his vote. And of course, but as he made his way towards the polling booth, you should have seen the kind of responses of the people who went into complete raptures, chanting Modi slogans, shouting out in excitement on seeing the Prime Minister on ground over here. And that's the kind of response perhaps that the Prime Minister evokes as far as the voters, as far as the citizens of Gujarat are concerned. And certainly, of course, to that extent, a huge build-up to the Prime Minister's arrival here. Several of the citizens that we spoke to said that they've been standing here some for 2 to 3 hours just to get a glimpse of the Prime Minister, just to get one particular vantage point where they were able to see the Prime Minister clearly. And perhaps for them at least, as you've been judging by the responses, they feel that that wait, that time that they have spent has been worth it. There's no doubt about the fact that when it comes to leaders in Gujarat, the Prime Minister perhaps stands the tallest to that extent. And certainly his presence over here, as we've been saying, is going to make some impact. Of course, in the past days, we have seen him in the midst of the campaign. He's held several road shows. He's been on ground holding several rallies as well. But the very fact that he's present over here on the date of voting has given out a message that he wishes to see the maximum number of people, and not just the Prime Minister for that matter, even Mallikarjun Kharge, the President of the Congress, several political leaders even from the Aam Aadmi Party have urged that people come out in the largest numbers to come out and vote, and setting an example for them in that sense, because if the top leaders do not come out and exercise their franchise themselves, then can citizens be expected to do the same? Which is why we are expecting to see large number of leaders, the Prime Minister of India, the Home Minister of India, the Chief Minister, several former Chief Ministers, including the Gujarat Governor, Anandibal Patel, all expected to come out and cast their vote. All right.